So good day guys, welcome back to my channel. By the way, if you are new to this channel, I just want you to first of all subscribe, to like, share and comment. So let's quickly do a quick analysis on our currency pair for this week, which is on our USD, any pair relating to our USD. As you can see here, I have my USD index. As you can see, if you had to watch my video about last week, I said that there's every possibility that our price can actually hit this our liquidity area here, which our price has actually hit this our area here that I'm watching. As you can see, so where do you think our price will be going this week? That we are aiming for our price to actually be going bullish for this week on our USD index. For this week, we should be aiming for a buy on our USD index at least to around this our area here. That should be giving us about 140, I think 156 basis points or 150 pips, anyone you want to call it. So that is exactly what we should be aiming, about 150 plus pips for us to grab for this week on our USD index. As you can see, as our price has fallen, it has eaten this our area here, whereby our price has reacted multiple places. Let me see our 4-hour. As you can see, our price has reacted to this our area here. You can see our price has also reacted here, giving us like a support, right, a pullback, a retracement area, whereby we see our price reacted to this our area here. As you can see, our price is going to be reacting to this our area here before you actually start going bullish. As you can see, you are aiming to go bullish, but I will advise before you actually take your buy, first of all go to your 30-minute time frame or your 20-minute time frame and see if our price can give us multiple break or structure upward. Probably if you can see multiple break or structure upward and our price breaks above this our area here, then I think that would be a very good opportunity to actually take your buy position. So that's exactly what we should be aiming for this week on our USD index or any of our USD pairs. So our USD pair should actually be pushing up this week. Now let's see our Euro USD. As you can see, and as our USD is actually pushing up, I want you to know that any currency pair relating to it should actually be falling. So be it pound, be it CAD, or any pair related to our USD should actually be falling. So that is why I said our euro actually be falling. If you had to watch my video last week, you see where I said that our price will actually be getting to this my area that I've just marked green. This my green line that I just marked, that our price will actually be reacting to this our area here, and you can see that our price has gotten to this our area here. And what are we waiting for? We're actually waiting for a fall. Why? Because our USD is actually going up. So any pair, if our USD is pushing up, any pair related to our USD should actually be falling. So that is why our euro for this week will actually be falling against our USD. Let's see it on our daily time frame. As you can see, we are actually aiming for a 4. So we can actually set it as our take profit one. As you can see, this is my area that I've just highlighted here. You can set it as our take profit 1, and you can actually set it as your take profit 2. Above all, we should be aiming to grab our full profit around this area here. At least for this week, we should be able to hit it and up that, and that should be giving us about, that should be 200 plus pips to grab. If you have to take our sell position straight down to this area, that should be about 200 plus pips to grab. And if you have to take it around here, that should give us 100 plus pips. So that is why I said your take profits 1 here and our take profits 2 around this area here to grab on our euro USD. Next one is our pound USD. Like I predicted, I said that when our price gets to this my area here, if you had to watch my video last week, if you can go back to watch it, you will see it on my pound USD that I said that our price will actually be reacting to this my area here that I've just marked. And guess what? Our price has actually reacted. You see our price that when I predicted that our price will actually get to here and actually fall. As you can see it here, our price has actually got into this area here. And guess what? What are we waiting for? We're actually waiting for a drop to this our area here. So this is exactly what we are aiming for, a drop to this our area here. If I still have the mark for last week that I predicted about last week, that where our price will be getting to. As you can see, we are actually waiting for a drop for this week on our 4-hour time frame. Now on our daily time frame, as you can see too, we're actually waiting for a drop on our pound USD. So above all, let's take our shorting position straight downward. Let's see if we can take it, giving us like pull up, push down, something like a head and shoulder pattern. I'm just putting it now safe. You can see, as you can see our shoulder, right? You can see our head. You can see, as you can see now, what are we see? We want to get our second shoulder. That is, I will be advising actually take your sell position straight downward. If you can grab your pips, if you can to take your sell position from this particular area to this our shoulder, that should be giving us about 200 plus pips to grab on our pound USD. That is actually a very, very good amount of pips to grab for this week on our pound USD. That is about 200 plus pips to grab. Then probably after that, then we can actually go bullish. But first of all, let's take our sell position straight downward against our pound USD. Next one we have is our USD Jpy. I think probably to me that our USD will actually be pushing up. As you can even see it on our USD index, like our USD index is indicating a bullish move, by the way. So definitely we should be seeing that our price has reacted to this our support area, and where are we taking our buy position straight upward. So we are going bullish on our USDJPY. That should be about 100 plus pips. That's about close to even 200 plus pips. That is about 200 pips to grab on our USD Jpy, which is about a good amount of pip. Let's see on our daily time frame. As you can see, our price has reacted here, giving us like resistance, support area. You can see our price has reacted to this area multiple times, which is going to be reacting again. Our price is failing to break below it, so definitely we're actually going for bullish move. Like I always advise, before you actually take your buy position, I'll say go to your 30 minutes time frame. As you can see, when you now see or your 30 minutes or your 20 minutes, those two time frame are the best. When you see multiple break of structure upward, when it's like an uptrend move upward, probably when our uptrend breaks above this area here, or it breaks above this area here, then that should be a good way to take your buy position. And if you have to take our buy position straight upward, that should be about 140 plus piece, probably 145 piece. It's not a must to grab the 200 plus piece. You can actually wait for multiple break of structure upward, then actually take your buy position. That should be giving us about 140 plus piece, which is actually good amount of pips to be grabbing for this week. That is exactly what we are aiming for. Now our USD card, as you can see, I still have my the mark. If you have to go back to watch my previous video, like I said, when our USD drops to this our area here, what are we aiming for? We are actually aiming for a bullish move. Now we can see that our price has actually dropped to this our area here. So for this week, we're actually aiming for a bullish move. That is why I want you to subscribe so you get daily updates. So as you can see, we're actually going bullish for this week on our USD card. As you can see, our USD has actually dropped. We are actually aiming for a bullish move on our 4-hour time frame. Same thing with our daily time frame. We have actually gotten that bearish move we are all looking for. Now it's now time for us to actually take our buy position straight upward. Let's see how many pieces. If you have to, let me say, probably be able to take I'll be opting out of my profits, my trade here. I should be taking my take profits around this my area here. That should be giving me about 170 pips, and if you are to aim it up here, that should be giving us about 200 plus pips. So grabbing 170 plus pips is actually not a bad one, by the way. So that is exactly what we should be aiming for this week. Bullish move on our USD card. Now our AUDUSD, as you can see on our daily time frame, what I personally be predicting that our AUD will actually be falling. As you can see, price has reacted to this our area here. But before that, let's see if our price AUD will actually push up a little bit. This is my area here. As you can see, this liquidity area here. If our AUD can push up a little bit, then we'll actually see that drop. Do you know why? Because our USD is going up, so any pair related to it should actually be falling. So I feel that our AUD want to push up a little bit to take out a lot of traders. A lot of traders want to start placing their sell position and everything, or to try and deceive traders that our price is actually going to be going bullish. So probably when we see that a little bit of bullish move upward, then we will be seeing a drop on our AUDUSD. So that's exactly what we should be aiming for. That should be giving us about 200 pips. If you have to take it like that, take profit around this my area here. This one should not be a bad one, by the way. I think this one too should be giving us something like an head and shoulder. We can see this price here. We can see the shoulder here. Then we can see an head, right? These are head now. So we want to probably wait for our price to push up to this area here. This my let me mark it. This area that I've just marked, whereby our shoulder has reacted to. Probably when our price pushes up to this area here, then we will be looking for a drop, like I've just predicted, something like an head and shoulder pattern. Our price wants to give us for this week. We should be aiming for. Now our New Zealand USD, a massive drop on our New Zealand. That's what we should be aiming for. As we can see, I think something to like an head and shoulder pattern it wants to give us here. I'm just spotting them now. As you can see, a shoulder. We can see our head, right? We can see our price. Now we would want to be seeing something like our right shoulder. Probably when our price pushes below here, then probably we cannot see a bullish move. But before that, we are aiming for a bullish move. Like I said, you are still correct. Our USD is pushing up. Any pair relating to our USD will actually be falling. So we should be aiming here for our take profits. This area here to take our profit. That should be giving us about 130 plus pips to grab on our New Zealand USD, which is actually not a bad one to grab for this week. And lastly, we have our USD Swiss Franc. I'm still going bullish on. I'm still looking for a bullish move, probably when bearish move. Sorry, on my USD Swiss Franc. Probably when my USD Swiss Franc hits this my area, then I should be seeing a massive bullish move upward. So I'm still waiting for my price. How do my price to actually get here to actually push down a little bit before I actually see that bullish move on my USD Swiss Franc. Above all, you can see our USD is actually going to be pushing up this week. So that is why I'm saying any pair relating to our USD should actually be falling, while our USD will actually be going bullish. So that is my analysis for this week. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.